All right, and we are live in 3, 2, 1.
You son of a biscuit-eating bulldog.
What the French toast?
Did you think I wouldn't find out about your little doo-doo head cootie queen?
Who are you calling a cootie queen, you lint licker? Lint licker, lint licker.
What up, my fellow carpet munchers? You are now tuned in to your new favorite podcast crew, Cootie Queenz. And if this is our first time meeting, my name is Charisse, aka Papi Chula, and you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Eat My Reese's.
Yo, it's your girl T.Que the Que T, you feel me? And you can follow me on social media at Tequila _SHOTTZ. All social media. If you want to like my page on Facebook, you can do that as well. Shots with Tequila.
Word. And if you like the both of us, you think we're both cute, you like how we are as a relationship, if you want to hit, if you just want to, I don't know, get to know us on a personal level, you can follow us on Instagram at _wifegoals. That's our collective page. How's your week been?
My week has been awesome. Had a great week. Had a good workout today. Word. I had a weird dream last night though.
Do you want to tell us about your dream?
I mean, I guess I can let y'all into my subconscious a little bit.
All right.
It was zombies. I was like a 007 agent. It was weird. And then they, like, legit, they came back to life. The funny thing is, though, when I have, like, weird dreams, you know, you wake up and you're like, what the F? Mm-hmm. But I had, and I was like, dang, that was kind of good. And I went back to sleep and left off where, like, it was, but they turned out to be like ghosts and some other stuff. It was weird because normally I'm like ghosts, you know what I mean? Like
You sound like you was related to Joe for a second. I felt a very you moment.
Oh my gosh, not Joe.
Very psychotic moment just now. But you know, hey, it is what it is. Well, I'm excited because as you all know, this is our very first episode of this podcast that I've conjured up in the shower. I was just telling our lovely guest, who I'll introduce in just a moment, but I conjured this up in the shower. I was washing my ass, and I don't know what conversation we were having, but I was like, I should start a podcast. And she was like, sure, go ahead. I was like, all right. She was like, what would you call it? I was like, I don't know. And then later on, I was like, lint lickers. Nah. Cootie Queenz. She was like, I like it. I was like word. So boom, here we are, Cootie Queenz Podcast. But if you read the description, or if you don't, because a lot of people don't like to read, you already know what this topic of discussion is. But I'm gonna tell you anyways. It's gonna be our number one lesbian stereotype,
which is drum roll.
UHaul lesbians.
Yeah.
So right before we get into this, I want to introduce my very special friends who are no strangers to the moving company. Mo and Angel. Let's go ahead and dive in.
Let's dive in.
I'm about to dive in.
Hi, my name is Mo, aka Bilingual Looks on Instagram.
Why you acting so shy? First of all, let the record show that this girl is so like out there. She's an extreme extrovert, very happy, very up there. Like, yeah. So
hi, my name is
not
Mo.
camera shy at all. So I'm not understanding.
This is my first podcast.
Oh, well, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. This is my first podcast too.
Gotcha.
All right, go ahead. Tell the people who you are.
I'm Angel. You can follow me on Instagram at AMMB_It's a Love Thing. And our combined Instagram is Pride Dynasty.
Whoa, I didn't know y'all had a couples one.
Oh, shoot. They U-Haul got a couples page.
Oh,
Damn, really?
God damn. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into this. So real quick, I just looked up, what U-Haul means. So according to Urban Dictionary, in North American lesbian pop culture, the term U-Haul is gay slang for a relationship that progresses very quickly. For example, moving in together after only a short period of time, a pattern stereotypically attributed to relationships between two women.
But
what? Why is there a but?
I just want to say, but y'all didn't move in together so y'all, just before we get into dive into your relationship, just off the surface, because we've only been knowing Angel for a few months, and in a few months y'all started dating, y'all got engaged, and y'all about to get married, right?
In less than a year.
Right.
In less than a year, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And you know what? As a matter of fact, we met Angel on y'all's first quote
first
unquote
date.
date.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and tell the
we're
people
coming
about
up
this
on a
first
year,
date
yeah.
situation. Come on, let us know. Let the people know who you are.
So how our first date went?
Yeah, how did you
we
guys
met.
meet?
Yeah.
How did you guys get to
Okay. But can we do your backgrounds first? Like,
do you mean?
before you guys came together, you just, like, as individuals, were you looking for anybody? Y'all just was like...
So I ain't gonna lie. I was...
Go ahead, girl. Tell us about your little hoe phase.
I was alright. Hoe is life.
Hoe is
okay?
life, okay?
I've always been the type, like, you have categories for people. You have people that you keep in your hoe file, and then you got people that you keep in, like, the this could be something file.
Okay.
I had something going on. I had a few things going on, but by the time you reached out to me, by the time Angel reached out to me, I only had, like, one thing going on.
Huh. So everybody, your rotation was falling off.
Yeah, I had been, like, you know, pushing
Slowly
people out the
blocking
rotation.
Okay,
Yeah, I was
because
just
I
fucking
mean,
with one.
Tequila came in when there was like 3 in
blup,
rotation, so she was like 4.
Damn.
Listen, hoe is life, okay?
I know about
Hoe
hoeing.
is life.
I know
Hoe is
about
life.
hoeing.
Hoe is life.
I had
came
some
in.
hoes.
She had one in
I
the
had
catalog.
a couple of hoes, but none of them were. It's like you got categories. It was category to the hoes because it's like, okay, this is the top hoe.
Oh,
This is
wow.
the number 2 kind of hoe.
Oh, okay.
And I wasn't calling them hoes, but you know, it's like, you know, I can hit you up because I like hanging out with you.
Right.
I guess I'm kind of bored. I'll hang out with you. But Reese just can't get off the fact that my ex was top hoe. And I was
You
with
had
her.
an ex as a
She was
top
living
hoe?
with her ex, but you
We
know
were roommates.
that's another story for another day.
But it's not even a
roommates.
hoe. That's a situation.
We weren't
bruh.
doing anything together though.
Bruh,
We were
no.
roommates.
And
It's
that's
not a
why hoe is
situation,
not life for you because you don't know about hoe is life. Hoe is life. Nobody get categories. Y'all all hoes. Okay.
That's a
Roommates.
whole
I
different
know.
category.
We were roommates, and I was still talking to other people.
And I had the audacity to tell me late in the game that was who she was. Oh,
was
that's
reverse
your
psychology.
roommate.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Listen, again, another
Reverse
story
psychology.
for another day, okay? But it's not about us right now. It's about y'all. Again, all right. So you was in your hoe phase, Mo, right?
I was sliding out of my hoe phase. I knew
Sliding
I wanted to
out.
get
Okay,
serious.
I got
was
you.
Like, let me just stop. Let me chill. Let me keep it like 1 or 2. No more than 2. When I'm like in a phase of, because I'm polyamorous, so when I'm in a phase of trying to like get serious with somebody, I don't mess with more than 2 people. at
Okay.
once.
Gotcha.
So, okay, you say you're polyamorous. You're still polyamorous
Yeah.
to this day.
Yeah.
To
Okay.
this day. Okay.
We'll get into that a little. I definitely want to touch on that a little bit later, but go ahead. So,
But no, I had a second question though too. You said you only date when you're getting serious with someone else. You only date 2 people at a time.
Yeah.
Okay. All
So a main and a side.
Okay, but
Got it.
but if you're not serious with anyone, you talk to whoever.
Hey,
Okay,
plethora.
gotcha.
anything goes,
Right.
okay? Anything goes.
So I was in that phase when I got a message on Instagram. And my thing is I don't do social media to find dates because I don't think it's safe.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I mean, not
Like
speaking-
intentionally?
Yeah, you know, I don't
Yeah.
intentionally date off social media just because I don't. It's not my thing. And but I got a message, and I was like kind of in a mood when I answered it, but it was just like a compliment. So I was like, okay, you know, whatever, like thanks. And then she sends another compliment or another comment, and I was like, okay. And
Like, okay, girl.
right. And the second comment made me go to her page, and I was like, whatever. Like I get clear, you know, I was like, she gay. Okay, so
Okay,
clearly
obvious.
She thought I was ugly.
I'm being,
She thought she was ugly. Okay. Okay.
She
She
said that to
she
her.
didn't know how to take pictures.
But don't worry, because I also wasn't initially attracted to tequila too. We already had that discussion. Like
Yeah,
I
but
wasn't like
I wasn't ugly though, so
Neither was she when I got
she was
there.
ugly.
But I was
wasn't
trying to
ugly.
catch a free meal by the time she had asked me on a date. I was
Ooh!
like, I ain't I'm being
Hey,
honest. I
hey.
did tell her that the
Be
minute
honest,
I
be
met
honest.
her.
There
I
you
told her,
go.
I was like, you
That's what's
look
up.
way better in person than you do in your pictures.
You did tell me that too.
I
by
told
the
her
way.
that because
You also told me that.
I was trying to get a free fucking meal that night. And then I was just like, oh,
I
damn.
might be attracted to you.
Shorty got it cute. So that's what made me slide my
you
chair.
was giving up the meals that night, huh?
Okay.
All of them. No.
Okay, so you slid in her DMs, right? Mo responds, finally. Then you guys set up a date to hang out or what?
Mo responded in a long message.
What was
A
the
long
message?
mess.
I messaged her like, "Hey, I want to take you out for a drink," and she messaged me back this long paragraph. I'm like, "Did I say something?" She's like, "I just want you to know that I only want one drink and I ain't going out to meet
Oh
nobody."
my
And
god!
So her head was shaking
So
like
it's
that too in the
just
message.
That's exactly how she was
And,
talking.
yeah, and I was just like, I just asked for a drink.
That's what she was
Like,
her message, like, I wrote this long ass period. Her message back was like, she's like, okay. I just want a drink.
I miss that one.
that is literally the
Right.
epitome of y'all's
Exactly.
personality.
And but yeah, then we finally set up a time
date.
and a date to meet and stuff, and then she we still arguing that to this day. She
was
made me
1
wait for
hour.
an hour and a half.
What?
I was not an hour and a half.
I
was
proved
1
it to
hour.
you.
That
Still,
doesn't
got
count.
receipts.
still
They
1
got
hour.
receipts.
I do,
All
but
right.
still 1
1
hour.
hour.
It's still
1 hour.
late, nigga. That's a long time to be waiting.
Okay, first of all, you know
60
me.
minutes.
I'm late to every fucking thing, okay? Everything. And
Yeah,
a
you were late
situation, exactly, I was late to this. So a situation happened at work, and I was like, okay, I'm going to be a little late. And then I was like, oh shit, I want to be a little more than just a little late. So I told her, but I got there in an hour. It just took me 30 minutes to find parking and stuff and get myself together, get out of the car.
Sounds like
So this is when you guys meet at the parking lot in
initial
Midtown.
meeting. Yeah.
Oh wait, there was an initial meeting before going to the club because we.
Oh yeah, there was an initial meeting before the club.
Then
This
we
was
got
Okay.
the hookah. It was like some little
Oh
hookah
right,
spot or
because
something.
you were drunk when you got to the
Yeah,
club.
yeah.
Right.
The fuck
Drunk.
up.
Drunk. I just want, and also on record, let it be known that the first 2 times that we met you, Angel, you were drunk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
That's. I was like, and I said to him, I was like, sure like to meet Angel when she's sober.
She did. And I was like,
It's always her fault. She's always like, babe, you want a drink?
You want a drink, right?
You want a drink?
And one, it can never just be one drink.
Right. With Mo, it has to be like a whole. Like
Of course, it got to be a bottle.
Right.
So, okay, so boom, so you guys meet up at your first location, okay, and so then what?
She then first she had plans, and then she's like, "Well, do you want to go with me to my little party?" At
All the
first, I
plans
wasn't
are with
in.
us.
Yeah, to the club.
think
Oh,
just
okay,
hanging out,
yeah,
yeah.
because we did invite her,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
because we every time we go out, we're like, hey,
Right.
that's our go out buddy, but
Yeah.
I don't know, these days Mo hasn't been coming out, but you know,
We were just talking about that too.
yeah. But anyways,
We can
continue.
go out tonight. We can all go out tonight.
Continue.
So we went out, and then that's when, of course, I came to the club and got drunk. Very,
You were drunk
Very
before we
drunk,
got
yeah.
there. She
I
had
mean,
2 drinks
she
before I
was.
showed up.
Yeah,
Right.
y'all drinking like stuff,
But-
something in the car. You were telling me.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I was pretty messed up. I don't even remember meeting you guys. I'm not even gonna lie.
I know. We heard.
To like the
Drunk. Let
fourth
me just say,
time.
she was drunk when she met me because I think she thought I was gonna stand her up. And
Rightfully so.
Well, we have
You were an
The
hour
weather
late.
kept
Waited an
coming
hour.
back. He kept coming back. Like, are you
Are you
sure?
okay?
I said, hey, bro, you asked me that one more time.
I mean, you left her a long paragraph. You didn't take her compliments, and then
And you took
stood
an
out
hour.
for an
You
hour.
see, if I would have left, man, she would have missed out on
Yeah,
blessings.
exactly.
Facts. Hello. I know that's you. Better be a motherfucking blessing, walking in disguise. Come on. Come on.
I was
All
so
right.
surprised. And I think I will apologize because I don't think I ever have apologized. I apologize for that because I did. And you shouldn't treat people like that. Just because whatever. I just think I didn't think she was cute or anything. So I was just like,
So
I
she
don't
wasn't
give a fuck.
cute enough for you to
wasn't-
care.
exactly.
What?
I cared. I think that I didn't care a lot because I thought she was
I'm done.
attractive. So I was like,
I'm
if she
done.
leaves, oh well.
Her loss if she leaves.
Her
I'll
bad,
push
right?
on. No.
I'll get
Y'all be strong.
I'll get
It's
through
good. It's good. That is her.
But I will
Friggin-
say I felt very stupid. When I walked in and I saw
Be like, ooh.
how cool she was and attractive and just when I was like, damn.
Man, Angel, you should have got up and left. As soon as she
You
walked
know,
in,
I
you should have let her
have.
see
But
you and
then
then
when
like,
she
all right.
walked in too, I was like, I'll stay.
It's worth the wait.
Hey, I know that's right. I know because my bitch walked in there like, what up? Where she at?
I blew in that
What's
bitch like,
up?
I'm looking for someone named Angel. Whipping my hair. I was
Oh
like,
my
that's
gosh, hilarious. Well, I mean, I'm glad you guys didn't give up on one another, even though, she was an hour late. I guess this is a true testimony to y'all's relationship.
Right.
Better late than never. So, with that being said, you guys are now currently engaged as of how long?
Dear God, I don't even know.
I mean, Okay, so let's give a little bit of a timeline. You guys got together. That date happened about
It was April 5th.
April.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Okay, so April 5th, and then you guys got together.
June 25th.
Do you guys? You have an official date, so June 25th. All right, come on, Mo. And then
she can at least remember the numbers.
So then you got engaged, right?
Yeah.
Angel
When'd you get
proposes.
engaged?
When'd you get engaged?
June 25th.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh,
That's,
okay. Oh, you did say engaged June 25th.
After
so
1
April
month,
25th,
she
June
asked
25th.
me to be
April, May,
official.
June.
Yeah, and then
April, May, June.
after May, she started asking me questions. Like at the beginning of June, she was like, "What do you think about this?" or "How would you feel about this?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, it's some serious questions." She asked me about my kids and stuff like that. And I was
Yes.
like, okay.
So April
And by
5th,
the end of
first
June,
date,
she proposed.
June 25th, engagement.
Okay.
That's crazy.
So, have you ever been engaged or proposed to anybody before? Was that your first?
Uh-oh.
Ooh,
was staring her down.
It's getting
Listen,
spicy.
I will be honest and say I have given a ring,
Okay.
but it was more so like a promise ring
Okay.
to somebody.
Okay.
And
Did you get on your knee to give them this
No,
promise ring?
I mean,
Look,
heck
no,
no.
heck
You can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want.
I'm trying to seem innocent over here, okay?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You know, everybody
Trying
else
to play
was
the
being
role.
hoes. I was.
You was a hoe.
Oh, don't. First of all, I heard about you, boo. I heard the stories. I heard the stories. Don't sit here and act like
No, I have
you're
never.
not your name, okay?
Right.
You are not your name.
Is a hoe.
That's what you're not. Okay, so but Mo, you've been proposed to numerous times before Angel,
Yes.
How many times?
to be
Just
exact.
2 other times.
Oh, okay.
So this is lucky number 3.
This is lucky number 3.
Lucky number 3. So after 2 months, like, what was it about each other that made you guys feel like, yes, I got to do this?
My thing was I told her all the time, like, honestly, this is truthful. Like, when I first saw her, I was just like, I knew then. And then when we hung out that night, the vibe was so
Lit.
good.
So you knew you wouldn't marry her that night.
Yeah, and it was like, I had just got done telling my best friend, like, yo, I'm going to be a hoe because I'm tired of this. I've been looking for somebody, can't find nobody.
How is life?
You know what I'm saying? So, and then, like, here she comes, like, a week later, and I was just like,
Ready to
Man.
marry her after waiting an hour. Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
if that's how you feeling.
But
then
you just
shit.
know when you've been through so many, like, situations and relationships.
For
you
sure.
know.
And you dated a lot of older women, too.
How old are
Oh,
you?
I was going to say, for context, how old are you guys?
I'm 32.
You're 32?
I'm 31.
31.
So how...
Tequila and I are both 30.
I'm 30, yeah. How old have these women been that you've dated? Like,
The oldest
Yeah.
I've dated is 51, 52.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
damn.
Exactly. I was like, who?
Damn.
Like, seriously?
Rocking the
how
cradle.
old were you when you were
And
dating
she
them?
likes
Because you're
them.
just
She likes
32
them around
now.
40, 50.
30?
Oh, okay.
31.
Oh, okay. I mean, she could have been a MILF, you know what I mean? Snatched
Silver
back,
Fox,
you feel me?
I guess.
I mean, she wasn't. I showed her a picture. She doesn't look 51.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What's the oldest you dated?
80.
And-
nigga, the
okay,
fuck?
so my thing is, yeah, I'm gonna say because you know my past.
So see,
I
what
know,
happened
you know.
was-
Just go ahead and say the number.
I mean, the number I would say it's hard to say. It was like 51, 52.
Oh, wow.
At what
You're
age,
judging.
But
though?
it was
Alright,
a
but you
guy.
gonna talk about her.
Okay, at what age? How old
What-
were
what
you?
is
I
it?
was
What's the
27.
difference?
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Oh, well, I mean,
Well, I was dating a couple, so the girl in it was like 21.
oh, so she was
22.
young, so he was a
Yeah.
sugar
So
daddy.
he like-
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ooh.
But I was dating. You know,
But you said, but it was a
I
guy like...
I mean, just like
Because that puts it in context. He was a sugar daddy at that point.
yeah,
She
she,
could
You
have
know?
been a sugar mama.
wasn't.
Oh, me?
Okay.
Or
No, the
the
lady.
Hell, I mean,
Nah.
hell no.
Exactly, she wasn't. So
not
yeah,
even-
he
not
was
far
he was
from.
for sure a sugar
He
daddy.
was for
Okay,
sure.
I got you.
You know
That
what
makes
I'm saying?
sense.
He
And
was
he
like
did-
watching.
then
And
he
the
had
girl,
He had 2 sugar babies.
right? He had two. Exactly.
Got you.
Okay, and your lady was just looking for a relationship for real.
She was a grandmother.
Is that the
Clearly.
one you
She was
proposed
a
to?
grandmother.
Obviously.
Is
No,
that
I was
no.
like-
I didn't propose to
I mean,
you,
promise
but-
ring. Promise ring too.
So Angel, when you proposed, knowing that she turned down a few people prior to you, wait, did you know that ahead of time?
Yes.
Okay.
You did. You took me.
So did you feel any pressure?
Not at all.
Not at all. You just
I
knew.
knew she would say yes.
Oh.
Not in a bad way. I just knew
No,
like
like,
our
you
vibe
just
was
confidence,
just
yeah.
man.
Oh, for sure.
And she did her homework. This nigga was asking questions on questions on questions. I was like, what?
That's real. That's
Are
what's
you
up.
You know, I
to
gotta
do?
know what the credit score like, even if it,
No, seriously. She asked me about my student
honestly,
loans.
I gotta know what I'm putting
What you
myself
about to
in.
bring,
Hey,
what you about to
hello.
bring into your life?
How much money you about
Yeah,
to
like
dish
she
out?
was asking a lot of personal questions. And I was like, damn, nigga, like, what's up?
And you was
What's
giving
wrong?
them. Look
I
at you.
was.
Look.
I was like, well, girl, let me tell you.
What? Also for context though, Angel, are you polyamorous? Or
No, I'm
polyamorous?
not. No,
Okay.
I'm not.
So how
It
does
works.
that work?
It works though.
Yeah.
So how does it work?
I am more so like, I mean, she's always telling me like, yo, if you want to be poly, just let me know. And I'm just like, at the end of the day, I don't. But mine don't works for me because I'm just like a loner. So I can sit at home and be cool, like, you know what I'm saying? And I know her personality, but I knew that going in to marry her,
Right.
her personality is being out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That's Mo. And you
Yeah.
have to accept that from
Absolutely.
somebody.
You gotta let people
You
be
can't,
themselves.
right, you
Rightfully
can't
so.
marry somebody and then be like, oh, you gotta change who you are.
Facts.
You gotta be for me
You feel
only.
me? Right.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Big facts. So what I wanted, since we're on the U-Haul situation, right, and we're talking about lesbians and U-Hauls while y'all over here being retarded with each other, cute. How do we as women differentiate between a toxic connection and a genuine one?
I think it's dependency.
Dependency. Go ahead and
Expound.
speak on that.
Like she, I will say we technically are like U-Haul lesbians, but it was to the point where like she was asking me like, I think you should leave things over here, or you know, why don't you take my car today? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? I'd be like, yo, I'm good.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I want you to. And I'm like, okay. You know, versus I think sometimes people get caught up in situations where it's like, oh, you know, we should move in together to save money. We should do this. It's like they find that life will be easier if they have someone. So then they just make quick decisions based off of convenience and easiness of life. And I was okay with my life. Like,
Right. You was good.
yeah. And I won't say I had the best living situation, but I was okay with it. Like,
You're content.
she's alone. Not content because I definitely wanted to grow out of it.
Okay.
It was just where I was at. I was comfortable because for me that was a growing phase. So I'm just like, I ain't trying to rush this. Like, if this is what I got to do to
go
like, I'm
get
cool with
through
that.
it, yeah.
I was with my sister. It wasn't that bad. I was living with my sister, but we weren't getting along as much. And she was just like, you should come over here. And I'm like, nah, bruh. You know what I'm saying? She get on my nerves. But I want to go home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was like that kind of situation. So that's why I think it worked for us, because it was more so her persuading me that it was the better financial and convenient situation to do, rather than just like keep doing this separate thing. And because we lived like literally 48 miles apart too.
Oh,
So
wow.
we lived afar to be dating.
Well,
100 miles.
we lived
thousands.
Yeah, thousands of miles apart.
we lived 1,000 miles apart.
So that was very inconvenient.
Yeah, and it actually was a very similar situation because I was also in a roommate situation that wasn't helping me at all. I'm literally rooming with girls who I went to school with, yet their actions were showing jealousy towards me, and it's like,
Wow.
I'm about to fight him in a little bit. So
dead ass. I'm dead serious. Like, I had to call her, and I was like, I'm about to find my roommate, and she was like, no, you're not. I was like, yes, I am. I was just calling you just in case you don't hear from me later. Not,
I might be locked up, bitch.
I might be in the bed.
right. I was like, I ain't never been to jail, but I ain't, it's
Right,
whatever
I ain't
at this
scared
point, And so, but she was like, no, you're not. And then she gave me this quote, and it said, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And I was like, what? Say that again? And she said it, and I was like, wow. So I ended up getting that tatted on my arms like a few days later, because I'm like, that resonated so well. And then she was like, why don't you just move to Atlanta? And I was like, no. And she was like, no, for real. Like, you'll have somewhere to stay. You won't have to worry about, your roommates. Yeah, you won't have to worry about them. She was like, because if you get into a fight with them, she can kick you out, and then where you going to go? Because I was actually sleeping on the couch. So she was like, well, where you going to go? I was like, in my mind, I was like, I'll figure that shit out when I get there, because I'm a natural survivor anyway. I already survived a certain situation to get here. This ain't nothing. Right. So,
wow.
Yeah, so then I was like, I'm like already moved to California for somebody, and I'm like starting my career, and I'm not really sure if I want to move to Atlanta and kind of repeat that.
Yeah,
You know, I'm like, I'm not. But then when I thought about it, the pros outweighed the cons, and you know, I was like, fuck it, I don't have anything to lose, and so I just picked up my shit, and it took me like a good $1,500 maybe to move, and I just moved. So now you guys are here, engaged, planning your wedding. So now that Angel provided you an opportunity to like grow better within yourself and within your career, how do you think, like, how was your perception about moving fast with her changed? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because at first she was like, I don't really want to, just like me, I was like, I don't know if I want to make that decision.
So before her, which is another reason I was in the situation I was in, I was really just, I was already on the entrepreneur shit, and it's hard.
Right. Very hard. Very, very hard.
And that's why I was so like hesitant to do anything like solid with her, because I'm like, at the end of the day, I gotta protect my business first.
Facts.
And the way I work, and I'm like, you live far as fuck, and I can't be preoccupied with you when I have stuff to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you already gotta drive 100 miles both ways.
Okay.
And then focus.
And work was just as far. To get to work was just as far as like home, basically, because she lived so far from me, and traffic was really, really bad. So I was like,
Of course.
I don't know if it's gonna be the move for me. She was just like, how about this? You know, she's like Reese said, laying out the pros and cons. At the end of the day, love is great. Love is great.
Yeah, cover yourself.
Right.
Yeah, but when it comes to life and financial decisions, you have to weigh your fucking options.
Absolutely.
And I was weighing them, and she helped me weigh them, and she's just like, this will be the better move. I promise to do everything I can to assist and help you and
That's what's
not
up.
deter you from what you have going on. I was like, okay, if we can commit to that both, then I'll go ahead and start moving some shit in. And it's funny because when I did start moving some stuff in, I thought twice about it the first day that Jay found something of mine in your apartment. And she made a comment, and I was like,
Who's Jay?
we about to get this U-Haul
That's my
shit.
best friend.
Oh, okay.
Because she was just like, oh, already you have da-da-da. And I was
This
like,
is not your business. So what? What's your girl?
Right. And got, let me say. I love her too. She's so cute. But, you know, I was like, that's when I started, like, really just assessing. I was like, because I know they're going to say anything. So you haul shit. And then it was like later when she came with the proposal, I was like, I was like, I'm going to say yes because I love her. Like, and after like 2-3 weeks, I felt the intensity that she was talking about. But it was just like, I don't know if this is the smartest decision. So I did talk to a lot of elders in my family about like how fast I felt we were moving. Because in my family, first of all, I come from a very massive family. But we have longevity. Like a lot of my aunts and uncles are like 30, 40 plus years.
Nice.
And so the first thing I did was like every auntie and uncle that I knew had been married for longer than 20 years, I'll start hitting them up like, you know, I have this opportunity to really like have love in my life, but I don't know because I feel like it came too fast. And what I thought they were going to say was completely different from what they actually told me. Like,
Nice.
they were all like, this dating for 2 and 3 years shit. She was like, that's some millennial shit. She was like, y'all wasting time, y'all losing money, we talking taxes, you know, all kinds of stuff.
Because when you know, you know.
You know, and they were like, back in the day, they were like, it was normal. People put family and family progression first. They didn't put their money first. They didn't put their job first. That was only the provider's interest. That was it.
That's very interesting that you say that because, you know, I just remember when you and I had a conversation talking about, because, you know, we are also poly, and we're talking about, like, you know, we'll meet all these different women, and a lot of people are like, well, I want to get myself together first type of situation. But it's like, you know, you can actually grow better if you have other strong people willing to help you grow and develop.
A tribe.
Yeah, exactly. A tribe. And it's like, you don't actually have to have your shit together before you actually meet somebody, because you can actually meet somebody who can help you get your shit together.
Right.
Exactly.
Mentally, physically, financially, all that.
And that's how Tequila and I are here. TQ and I are here now.
T.Que the Que T.
Because, you know, we were both in a situation where we pretty much we had nothing. we had nothing. We built something out of, we built something out of nothing. We got our first car together. We got our first like apartment together. Cause I never had an apartment under my name. You did with your ex.
Ooh. My name was on the lease, but it was roommates strictly. We had separate rooms. Oh my gosh.
No, y'all had a 2-bedroom together.
You ain't got to explain yourself, man.
First of all, they had a 2-bedroom and a dog.
First of all,
let the record show they had a whole family. They had a whole lesbian family.
Damn.
Okay?
You ain't got to explain yourself. We all been in situations like that.
Anyway,
listen.
I'm just saying.
Situation like that.
Hello.
I ain't never in no situation like that.
No, I wasn't.
My nigga, you was just like the 50-year-old.
With...
Oh God.
Okay, first of all, but when I decided to
ain't
end
had a
this,
dog.
I did.
So
You had 2 dogs actually, but my thing is, when I decided to end things with Renee, what did I do? I said I need 30 days, and I got my ass the fuck up out of there.
Ooh.
Boom.
So when you found out it was serious with her, what'd you do? You got
She stayed.
I was serious with nobody else. I just knew I needed my independence.
She stayed. The fuck?
Exactly.
She stayed.
Thank
We were
you.
serious while they were living
I had your
First
back
of all.
until that.
First of all, me and my ex were roommates. Again, I reiterate, because I was going out on dates with other people and we were doing our own thing. How you think I met you? What you mean?
Hey.
Y'all
Married
it can
people
happen.
meet on
It can
people all the
happen.
time.
It can happen.
Listen.
Anyway.
People can mutually agree to not be together anymore.
I guess.
Oh, no, I don't want anyone.
So where were we?
That leads us into us.
Oh yeah, because we were talking about the
Yeah.
growth of our relationship and all that stuff.
Because we said I love you before we were dating.
We did. We had a
What?
U-Haul situation, but not in the way that is your typical U-Haul situation. So
I like to call it, I'm a romantic. So I like to believe, you know what I mean? Like I said, when you know, when you have the feelings, I don't have an issue expressing myself. So when Charisse and I met, for the first time in California, because I went out there to her, I told her I love you in like the first 3 days of us
hanging out,
connecting and being together. Yeah. And she told me on like the 5th day, so and we weren't even in a relationship yet. So
we weren't in an official
I don't
relationship.
see nothing wrong with that.
Not at all.
It's like when you know. So
right.
when you express it,
So,
you're feeling it.
Right. So the context leading up to that point was, I was a hoe. Hoe was life. Right. I was in my hoe phase. But I also came out of a 3.5-year relationship that was just terrible. So then, I'm definitely wilding out. And I was 22, 21, turning to 22.
Yeah.
Hell,
What?
that was listen.
That was
I
my
feel you.
year.
So, then we meet, but we met on a friendship level. It wasn't even like a
trying to be serious.
Yeah, but we also met on Twitter. It was another internet situation. We met on Twitter. And so with the growth of our friendship, we built a connection and I really started liking her and vice versa. And so then she came to see me, and I always tell people this is like the highlight of the start of our relationship. I've lived in the Bay Area for 4 years, lived in Oakland, worked in San Francisco, so I was back and forth interchangeably for the entire 4 years. And within that 4 years, that 1 week, exactly 7 days that she came to see me in San Francisco, that was the best time of my life in that city, because we had 7 days together and it was like the time of my life. And so within those 7 days, so we basically confirmed the connection that was already established prior to meeting. And so then she told me she loved me, and then I told her I loved her, and then a week later, that's when she asked me out, and we became official April 16th.
So it was like a preceding.
So
the love came right before. I think we need to be official.
I mean, I asked her out. She said no. So
wait a minute.
Well, I wouldn't give her my number either, because pretty girls are crazy. But
man, I can
thank you.
Excuse me?
Crazy. Y'all crazy.
I am not crazy. Am I crazy? For real.
It's always the ones that say they're not crazy that are.
You don't let her talk about me like this?
No, I'm not
She
really
said
talking
something
about
about you.
it.
She said
I literally just said
I
I'm not
dated,
crazy, and then you just said it's the ones who say I'm not crazy that are usually crazy. You're talking about me.
But I'm
And then you just said,
like,
especially the
every
light-skinned ones. I know you heard
light-skinned
baby
woman
know
that I
you're
have
not
dated
crazy,
that's
okay?
been pretty has been crazy.
Okay, that's your preference. So
I'm
your
light skinned,
light-skinned
I'm
is
pretty,
crazy.
and I just said I'm not crazy. And then
I think it
Really? Nah.
I know you're not
Get off
crazy.
me.
We've been together 8 years. Do you think I'll be with a crazy person?
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
But let's be honest. That she has that. Do you have that crazy side? Like
No,
she doesn't.
No, I really don't.
No, she did really don't be doing anything like.
I would
I'd be
like to shake your
oh
hand
my God.
afterwards.
Of course.
No,
I don't be wilding out.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm really chill.
I just be joking when I say it.
Yeah.
Unless she get mad. If she gets mad, then it'd be like.
I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a fire sign.
Right.
I explode.
Yeah.
But it's
I've
like,
seen that fire.
but I explode
It can
and then
combust.
and then come down just as quickly. Like when it happens, it's like you might as well let it happen because you already let me get mad.
And then just let you get through it.
Yeah, he's like, you just gotta let me go through it, and then I calm right down just as fast as I got mad. I'll probably cry about it later, and then
there's a reason leading up to the craziness. Quotation.
Okay.
I don't just be laying on the couch and she come on over and be like,
wilding the fuck out. Like nah, like
what
it's
is this?
literally built up shit,
Yeah.
and it's bottled up, and then next thing you know, I get pissed off, and then it's like boom.
But this was before I met her, and from my experience, pretty girls are crazy and a little psychotic. So I didn't want to
I understand.
Yeah.
I
get too close and be
We're on
like
the same page here, okay?
tied up in the back of a trunk somewhere.
Exactly.
So, why do you think people in general, not just lesbians, anybody in the LGBT community, are afraid to make such a fast act in life decision? Because we just said a lot of people want to put finances ahead before they talk about the growth of a family or the growth of an empire or the growth of a tribe. Like, why do you think people are so scared to make that life-changing decision?
I would say, me personally, I feel like a lot of times people, how would I say this? Like, look at what the other person has to offer instead of how you really feel about this person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like, I could have, if, for example, she could have been, like, financially messed up, and I could have been like, I love her, but because she financially messed up, I'm not going no further with her. I'm just going to keep her.
You could have legit been like, nah, she entrepreneur. She doesn't have a job, like a consistent job. So, I love her, but...
Exactly.
Or she's not an entrepreneur, she's just lazy. Or
Right.
she
Yeah,
bored.
like that,
Yeah, and a lot of people think that, but it's like, I think my mindset when I met her was just like, I can be that person, like you said, that can take her to another
to the next level for sure.
Or if I want her to be better, let me help her to be better.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Speaking to this, I felt the same way.
Good.
No,
Rightfully,
I'm
as
saying,
you
I'm
should.
saying, I'm
You
not
can
saying
better
you
her.
didn't. Good God.
I'm like, damn.
Upgraded you.
I'm not saying that I upgraded because she was doing her thing before.
Yeah, we got it.
For
I'm
sure. Oh,
giving
yeah.
examples.
Killing the game.
Get out your feelings, baby.
She
Killing
upgraded.
the game.
She said she Beyonce'd you. She upgraded you.
You know what
That's
I'm
how
saying?
I feel.
Put your neckties, the purple label.
And she does the same for, not legit, she really does the same for me.
Right,
too.
that's how it should be.
And that's
You know
how.
what I'm
That's
saying?
exactly how it should be.
You both
So-
should be taking each other to new levels. New heights.
Exactly, and she does that, and but it's just like, I feel like that's what people look at, and they're just afraid to take that step and be like, okay, it is what it is. I love you,
Let's figure it out.
and love does things that we can't explain. So
Yeah.
Listen.
it makes you do things that you like.
It made a
I can't
real
believe I
nigga
did it.
propose, so I'm like, hoe is life, and I propose.
Yeah,
I'm a whole pimp.
Right.
I'm a whole
You
pimp.
know?
You feel me? Like,
Oh, you proposed to?
Yeah, she proposed.
yes,
first.
I proposed to her.
You
Yes.
proposed to her?
Yes, girl.
Oh, wow.
The pimp in me
The pimp
has
in you died.
Kenny was reborn.
Died.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you proposed.
That's what's up.
I've never proposed.
Girl,
I've never
me
proposed.
either.
Me either.
First of all, I never even had marriage in my mind. I was like, it's whatever.
Right.
I was
Whatever.
like,
It's
I
Right.
know.
I was like, if it happened, it happened. You know,
Yeah,
it
and
is
I was
what
like,
it
and
is.
if it don't, it don't. Like, I don't really care. I'm not one of those. Oh my god, I want to be married and I want to have kids and a white picket fence. Like, no, fuck that. That's why I'm trying to live my life.
them
Right. I was like,
Like,
I'm
fuck
trying to live a
no
very
motherfucker-
full life. That's it.
Yeah, like I'm just concerned about the growth of my hair business. But I mean, we're here now. 8 years later, almost 8 years later, it'll be 8 years in April.
Gang, 2020 gang.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're ready
well,
for
I'll
kids
say
now.
my perspective, huh?
I said ready for kids from you guys now.
All right. Right.
We're too.
Yeah.
We're talking about that.
That's a
I'll
conversation.
say, from my perspective, I think people are afraid of themselves, if you will. Like, I consider myself a Gillennial, meaning millennial, and then we're like generation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what are we? Generation X or something?
Yeah, we're
Gen X, but
we have
we're
millennials.
So close
we
to
grew up in the
millennial.
millennial, like kind of, yeah.
So I say Gillennial because it's like I said, I'm a romantic, so I believe in chivalry and romancing your lover and doing things as well as receiving it in return. But I feel like a lot of people being poly and dating people these days, they're so focused on like you guys were saying, money. They don't want to be in their feelings, quotation. They don't want to tell people how they really feel, and if they do, they like pull themselves back, or I gotta hold up this kind of.
I got a wall.
Yeah, I gotta be this kind of person. I gotta play all these games instead of like I'm a straightforward person. I tell you how it is. I put it out, put my feelings out there.
You either accept it or you
don't.
you
take it or you don't. And then I feel like a lot of people are like, they like to play games, because even like girls that I talk to, like on a friend level, when they're dealing with guys or other girls, they're like, yeah, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, so he know or she know this, and boom, 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 and I gotta make her pay for you know what I mean? Like,
it's like a consistent power struggle.
Yeah. But why? It's like, it's draining.
For
it's like,
what?
if you like the person or you don't like the person, just let them know. It ain't like, oh, I'm gonna block him and not talk to him, and then I probably unblocked him like 3 days and boom, boom, boom.
Games.
And I know people like that on a personal level.
Exactly.
Like I read this one meme was like, if he don't email me when I block him, then it ain't meant to be. So you blocked him. He can't get in touch with you. He can't talk to you, whatever. You blocked him on Instagram on your iPhone.
And you want him to
but you expect him to figure out to still go through your page, email you to be like, hey,
I
babe.
would be scared because then that's some stalker
Exactly.
stuff.
Now I'm like, you're emailing me? Wait a minute. Like,
fuck that. I ain't chasing nobody.
Exactly.
Listen,
I do not own a pair of running shoes. I'm lying. I do, but I ain't running after nobody. I wear them for fashion. Okay.
I only run at workouts. Okay?
Exactly.
That's
Hello.
period.
And I barely
Don't
even
run
do
after
that.
nobody.
So.
And the one time I fucking did, it backfired, and I was like, oh, see, this is why I don't run.
That's why I don't run.
Get my
That's why I don't
business,
fucking
motherfucker.
run.
Exactly.
So I
This is
think
some
that's
bullshit.
I think that's what like what's really happening today. And then as far as like back in the day, like you were saying with your aunts and uncles and stuff like that, I feel like you said, they had family orientation at the top of their list, but a lot of people back in the day also were like, I ain't staying in this house with my 11 siblings and I'm about to get married and move out. And then they was like sticking with their families forever, and then was like,
Because of whatever this paradigm of marriage men is like, okay, there's no such thing as divorce, but it's like,
Uncle
you should
Reggie got 8
probably-
kids down the road too, kind of thing. Yeah, but I get it. So I think people are afraid of themselves or putting themselves out there to get hurt, and that's just like, and with this day and age, like when just thinking about another thing, as far as like when I played sports and stuff, it was like you played. If you won, you got rewarded for it. Today, everybody gets a participation trophy. So I think a lot of people are like afraid to put themselves out there because they're not going to get rewarded in return, if you will, if you want to take it there. So it's like,
people sensitive.
Yeah, too
way
sensitive.
too.
And I think I say this all the time. It's like, with dating, can't be no punk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and some stuff you can't take personal.
Right.
If somebody don't call you back, it could be a
million
different reasons why they didn't call you back.
Right.
They don't got nothing to do with you. Get the fuck out of your feelings
Right.
over some shit that you have no idea what it's about.
Right.
And I feel like when I try to tell my straight homegirls or even some of my gay homegirls, like when I try to tell them like the easier way to move, they feel like, well, that's because you're an Aquarius and y'all don't have feelings. And it's just like no, I have feelings.
Okay, like, hold on, so what?
But I don't make everything about my feelings.
Right.
Like, if I go on a date with somebody and they don't call me back and they say, that's all right, I ate and drank for free. You know what I'm saying? Or at the time, it is what it is. Like, I'm not pressed about it. I will move on. But so many people get, like, irritated about, you wasted my time. Or I put my heart out there, I got my heart hurt, and I got to heal. And it's like, okay, you got to heal from every interaction.
Right. Like, you're really forcing it right
now. Like, people keep bringing up soul ties. Like, we know he's super expressive soul tie. That's a personal opinion because I don't feel like it's a soul tie with every person that you sleep with.
For sure, and I definitely.
There's a difference between making love and fucking.
Right, and I can fuck with no attachment, so I did it all the time.
You do transfer energy
for sure.
But you transfer energy just in a conversation.
Yeah. And it's up to you to decide what it is that you want to hold on to, what it is that you want to resonate within yourself, and what it is that you don't want to hold on to because why is it relevant to your life? If you knew what you came into this commitment for, why does it bother you that it didn't work out that way? If you knew you just wanted to fuck,
right?
Why are you mad that y'all are just fucking and not committing into a relationship?
Or if you did want more, but you find out that person only wants to just fuck, be like, but you know what? That must be my blessing because I know what I want. And
he don't, or they don't. Exactly.
I had it right before I met you, and that's the situation with friends. I was so hooked on this girl. Like I was like, I don't understand why she doesn't want me. Like this is ridiculous. And it's like not because I haven't like ever dealt with rejection. I have, but it was just like. Didn't understand much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like I'm me.
You know, and I took an aggressive standpoint. I went and got flowers. I'm writing cards. I'm showing up to the job. I apologized for anything I may have done wrong. Like, what you want to... And then it was just like this final message that she sent about just like, I just don't think I'm the person for you. You want a lot that I ain't trying to give. And I was just like, you know what? Thank you.
Thank you for
that.
Right.
When I tell you, I never thought about it again.
Just clicked.
There you go.
It clicked because I was just like, I'm messing up my own blessing in disguise. She's saying I ain't got it. Why put myself through that? Pushed one. Right. And then look, ran right into this one. Only
engaged. 4
months later? Like
amazing. You know what? I actually had a situation like that as well during my whole phase. One of the girls that I was messing with, she was like, she caught feelings, and I mean, I understood, but I was just like, she wanted to be my girlfriend. She actually asked me out, and I said, I'm like, no. We're better off as friends. I'm like, it's best that I don't be your girlfriend, because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to be her girlfriend. I knew that I wasn't going to be able to provide her those girlfriend qualities that she was looking for because I didn't want to give it. Mm-hmm. So, and I've always been very honest with people. So that was just another honesty moment. She was like, oh, okay. I respect it. I understand. And so, we just became cool after that. We stopped messing around after that, but it was just, that was fine. I didn't care because I didn't have that attachment that she was looking for post us messing around. I was like, no, I knew what I came into this doing, and that's how I'm leaving. Mm-hmm.
This person in California?
Does it matter?
Yes.
Why?
Answer.
Why?
You're being recorded.
So?
Answer the question.
Boston.
Oh.
Who is it? Who is it? We can say, I don't care.
But at the
care.
end of the day, I would rather somebody tell me than to force themselves to try and love me or to try and
right.
meet my needs.
And
And a lot of people I feel like do that too. They're
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? This may pass, like, yo, let it pass you by.
Yeah.
They feel guilty or something because they've been having sex with them.
And that's a part of maturity. That's a part of growth. That's a part of just development and really knowing yourself. And I honestly didn't realize that I knew myself that much. I mean, I've always been more mature for my age. But I didn't realize how mature I really was because I was really just living my life frivolously. I was like, hey, it is what it is. Let's do this. Oh, I was about to leave the club with a bitch I just met to him. Like, let's go. But my friend was like, let's go.
Except that one night.
Huh?
I said, except that one night.
What one night? What are you talking about?
When the girl wanted to eat your vagina.
What the fuck are you? Shut up! Didn't nobody go anywhere with this girl.
That's what I said. You said I was about to leave the club.
Oh yeah.
Except that one night.
Too aggressive without a connection. That was the issue. But anyways, that's besides the point. But yeah, so everything that happens when it comes to meeting people and connecting with people is like you really gotta, one, know yourself, and two, be mature enough to go after what you want and also refrain from what you don't want. Because then you're going to find yourself in a position where you're now either hurting somebody or hurting yourself because you don't want to be there. And just like you said, a lot of families, your elders have been together so long, not worried about the shortness in which they met their significant other. You guys met in such a short time, yet you guys are such a beautiful couple, and you guys are about to get married in April, and we're gonna be there. I'm gonna be so excited because it's doubling as our anniversary.
Our anniversary is in April. There's your own trip as well.
Time is just an illusion, though.
I agree.
It is what it is because
I 100% agree.
Absolutely, because like I said, I got out of a toxic situation where I was in there for 3.5 years, and here I am meeting this woman that I've only known for such a short period of time and telling her I love her before we even made it official. Like, a lot of that is seen as, you're fucking crazy. That's when you would think I'm crazy.
Crazy in love.
But it's like, no. You cannot deny energy. You cannot deny a genuine connection. It just is what it is.
The same way you just said time is illusion. It's like that thought process of, she's crazy or they're rushing everything. That's a thought process for now. Just 30 years ago, that was no issue. Right. In the 70s and prior to, hell, like the 50s, 60s, it was like if you was talking to somebody longer than 2 months and y'all don't got the married and coming, it's like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
Right. And now motherfuckers are together 10, 15 years and still not married.
I'm like,
that's not
married or happy or
right.
And that's the thing. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say with the short period of time that we've known each other, we've been together 8 years. I keep saying it because it just sounds so great. But
technically, 7 years. It'll be 8 years in April that we've been together, but married for.
So technically, 7 years and 9 months. It'll be 8 years and 3 months. But dang, you made me lose track of what I was saying. Oh, in the short period of time that we, said I love you and just had that connection, it blossomed into something so beautiful, just like you guys. And like you said, people together 10, 15 years, common law marriage not happy. You see Jim Jones still hasn't married.
Still ain't proposed to Chrissy. God damn.
Fabulous, your best friend, been with Emily forever.
But you know what? Hold on. They are married now, and he is posting her.
Oh, they got married now?
Ever since he turned 40, she's been on every picture that he posted.
I bet. Okay? They didn't get old now.
Light skin, light so bright Mimi?
Emily B?
Emily B.
So it's just like...
Popping out too.
Huh?
Yes.
Listen, we not gonna talk about my friend. Leave that's speculation.
But you made a point. You said he's 40 now since his birthday. It seemed like men when they like,
listen, we're not gonna talk about my nigga. Everybody knew Emily B. We knew who she was. It's them bitches' fault for fucking with him. We knew who M was. She been around.
What? It's her fault for him hitting?
Listen.
Because last... Oh, no.
We ain't talking about him. I'm talking about the bitches.
Okay. Talking to him.
Oh, okay.
My thing is, they ain't got no commitment to Emily.
Leave Fabulous alone.
Fabulous dude got commitment to her, so it was his motherfucking fault.
We're gonna let it go.
Look, they weren't married. That's my best friend. But they weren't married.
People are unhappy and together for so long. We're not saying that you gotta marry the person or you gotta be committed to the person, because marriage isn't for everyone. Right. You know what I mean? People live their lives the way they live it.
It really isn't. Oh, go ahead. Finish your point, because I want to say something about the idea of marriage.
You got it.
Okay, so really, one of the reasons why I even proposed to Tequila, because my mindset about marriage was, it wasn't I want to marry her because I want to get married. I want to have this lavish wedding and, XYZ. It was really more so, who is it that I want to run my empire with? Who is it, if something happens to me... Exactly. Who is it that if something happens to me, I know that she can handle whatever it is that I have left behind with care and with just as much love and energy that I put into whatever it is that I'm starting or whatever it is that I'm getting myself into. And it was her. And I'm like, I can't see it anymore, because we have such a great partnership. Outside of being a relationship, we have a best friendship. We have a best business partnership. Right. This is why she's my co-host for this, because it's like, who else is going to do this? Can't nobody else sit here and, one, believe in the things that I believe in, and then, two, support everything that I believe in without having to step on my toes or step in front of me. And that's how we've always been. And even... No, that's true, though, man. And even with us being together almost 8 years, a lot of people meet us and don't even realize we've been together that long. Because it's like, damn, y'all been together that is, like, shocking that we're so happy and have that longevity. And it is like how we are today has grown from where we were before, but we're still very much happy, just like when we first met.
And in love.
And of course, and in love. And
I just had to in love. I'm just reiterating.
Yeah, but it is very true. Very much in love. You cannot sit here and ask me, if I love her, and it's like, damn well I love her. Like, you can see that. Do you even have to ask?
Because
is that a real question?
When I really be saying like I love you more every day, or like I've learned new things about you, I really be meaning like, I didn't even know. Look at that.
I know, right?
So that leads me to say, why y'all making that?
Because that's this nigga on there. I'm like, all right. Like, yo, should be making like a long ass post. Like, did you like my post?
It'd be legit, man.
I read it.
It'd be legit.
It's from the heart, man. They don't
Exactly.
understand.
Exactly.
She's a romantic too.
And that leads me into this question: how do you know that someone is the one? How do you know that someone is the one that you would risk it all for? Because some people like, I knew you were the one, but it's like knowing that they're the one that you would risk it all and take a chance for to be with.
Okay, no.
Oh shit! Story time.
Let me tell you what she told me. She said she knew after our first date that I was it because y'all know she got drunk on her first date, right?
Right.
So it was in there. She threw up.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It didn't happen of her own volition. I had to help.
You had to help her. Oh.
Because she was in the restroom. She said, "I'm gonna go to the restroom." She was on some real like.
I remember
shit.
that
Like,
you
I'm
left.
going to the restroom, and she
Okay,
walked
I do
off.
remember that.
And I was
left us.
like, "Yo," I was like, "I'm gonna go
go.
follow her real quick." And when I walked in
she's
there,
really drunk. I'm gonna go.
She was like really fucked up, and she was trying to handle it on her own. But it's just not that I
had
don't
to hold
trust
her hair
people,
and all
but
that.
I don't trust people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Facts,
She's
rightfully
fucked
so.
up. You know what I'm saying? She
You
went
came
to a restaurant.
Y'all came together.
Yeah, we came together. So I took her in there, and she's just like struggling. She was like, I just need to get out. I just need to get it out. And these, folks play in the bathroom. I'm like, we need a stall now. Like, move out the way. And
y'all asses out the mirror.
Yeah, and we get in there, and she's like struggling. She's like trying to call me. And I was like, I got you, bruh.
I held her.
I held her.
I was holding her hair over the toilet.
I pulled her chest up straight, and I was like, look, my fingers up from behind, and I stuck them down her throat.
Oh, I'm like,
yeah,
stuck
and I stuck them down her throat. I mean, I took
like
the
you
back of
went
that
there.
tongue and jiggled that thing, and all the throw up came up.
That's how she knew you were the one.
Bruh, she turned out. She was like, I love you.
For real? You said it that night.
She threw up so much, but it made her feel better.
Yeah, to get it out. Yeah.
And it was the next morning that she was just like, did you stick your fingers in it?
I'm just gonna say that I've just never had a woman be there for me like that. So
That's real.
When she stuck her
That
fingers
was
on
like-
your throat, you was like,
because that shows that somebody cares.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I
You're
know,
in a
'cause
very,
that's
you're in an extremely vulnerable state.
Exactly.
That was my thing. She was vulnerable, and
Right,
I was like,
and
I
you
was
took care of her.
And I was probably farting and shitting on myself.
And you
I
protect
don't know.
you, like, aside from like the surface, like you protected her
right.
in this most vulnerable moment. She was
Right.
inebriated, and you
Not
were
yourself.
like, nothing is happening to her. I got you. Like, that's deep. That's real.
Like,
That is
we
deep
parked
when
her
you
car
look at it.
somewhere,
Hell yeah.
left that shit. I drove her all those 48 miles home. Like, I slept next to her, made sure she had water. Like, I was
That's
like,
what's up.
That's what's up.
Because
She was
anybody
really,
can.
really drunk.
Because if you didn't like her like that, or wasn't even looking out for her like that, that could be a
probably
turn
would've
off.
in the car with
That's
no
a turn
water.
off.
Like,
You
do
know?
you,
Yeah,
Because I've
is.
seen,
and I would be like, do you have Uber on your phone?
right. Because I've seen.
Let me call it from your phone.
Right.
Accidental charges.
I'm not.
Right.
You have Uber
Yeah.
on your
I've
phone.
seen some people like that, and it's like, ew, that is not attractive. You know what I mean?
And
I can be done with
truthfully,
you.
I don't know if it's because I was just that nervous. Like,
She
was
was
that
nervous. She
night,
said she was nervous. She was
I mean,
taking
that
you
I
were
was
waiting-
that
you were waiting
over-
an hour,
I have not
so
been
that fucked up.
drunk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The second time that I met y'all, I was drunk, but I wasn't.
Yeah, you
That wasn't
leaning.
You weren't 2 fingers down my throat drunk.
But you know what I'm saying? It just showed, for real, it really showed, like,
That's what's
I'm
up.
usually the protector.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm usually the one, okay, blah, blah, blah. But then to have somebody come and take care of me at that time, like,
That's what's
So
up.
she
That's
can, you found someone that can give you what you give. It's all about reciprocity when I be telling you.
Reciprocity.
SAT word.
I'm just saying, like, I know.
Can you use it in a sentence? No.
Because I'm a Leo, so people always want to be like, Leos are vain and Leos do this and they love.
They
love.
are.
They can be, however.
They are.
However, what I tell people is, like, I love, like, my love is colossal. For myself, and for whoever I'm in love with. So if you can give me that in return, whose phone keeps going off? Mine. If you can give me that in return, we got something going. If you can give me reciprocity like that, because I know that no one's going to love me more than I love myself. And that's not me being vain or being Leo. That's just what everyone should have as far as self-love.
It's human nature.
Exactly. So if I feel like you can love me more than I love myself.
Exactly.
You're not leaving.
Goals. That's what somebody, that's what people have to find. Like, they have to find, like, you know what I'm saying? I think people have this long list, I want somebody who's financially stable. What if they not financially stable, but they know how to love you more than you love yourself.
And the way you don't value that anymore, though, because then they will find it and abuse it for 10 years.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and y'all, like you said, y'all build an empire together.
Facts.
You can always build better with two people rather than one. So,
just for listeners, let's not get this misconstrued. Do not go out and find a lover and be with someone just to say, let me try to build something with this.
Don't do that.
Hit the foundation first. Actually like each other. Actually love each other. Feel that connection, and then you can grow together, because that person, iron sharpens iron. So you guys are sharpening each other doing this.
Oh, come on.
Because even when we're like doing
stuff,
on,
iron sharpens iron.
Even when we're doing stuff, right? And Reese could be in her feelings, or I could be in my feelings, because we're like, listen, I don't need my wife right now. I need my business partner. I need this person. I need my best friend. And we'll literally take off the wife hat and be like, sis, this ain't it.
This ain't it.
And be like, for real, I thought it was.
I've been like, that's me all day. I'm like, I love you.
Right.
But I gotta be honest with you in this moment.
So that's what you need. You got to be able to distinguish. People they get in their feelings. I might be a little upset when Reese tell me something I don't want to hear.
Right.
Very true.
But initially, I'll be like, you know what, you were right. You were right.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
I'll definitely get upset.
Right. But nobody likes criticism for real.
Exactly.
For real, yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? You take it, you get mad for a second, but then you like, you know what?
And you
move forward with
you
that.
love me enough to tell me the truth
exactly.
about what's happening right now.
Change.
Right? You feel me?
You my nigga right there.
Exactly. That's my nigga. Insert.
I just think people need to find somebody who, like, if I'm at my lowest, poorest point, are you still gonna like beat it?
You're gonna be down through sickness, through health.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Through wealth.
And I know for a fact she would still be there.
I mean, first date, she stuck her fingers down your throat.
Hey, that's it.
Listen, I said bye y'all on the way out. I said bye y'all, we gotta go.
She did. Like, she sure did.
I'm like, what?
First of all, she showed up late and then she left early. Oh, all right, cool.
I did. I was like,
but you know what? But I'm actually really grateful for you that you have friends like us who are like, all right, do your thing.
Yeah, because, and didn't feel no type of way about it.
Right, and we didn't feel any type of way about you because she was like, she's really drunk. It was like, all right, you know, do what you got to do. Like, it is what it is. Like, we're not worried. We're not worried about it. Text us when you get home.
I lost some friends over this.
And what happened? We made sure that you got home because we always do. Anytime we get together, we're always like, we always know you always drinking. It's like, all right, let us know when you get home. Text us when you make it. That's what. I drink a lot. I do drink. You know, that's what
I maintain and I hold it together.
You,
but you know, but that just goes to show
you can be a responsible drinker. You know,
you were
the one saving her. You know?
And we were both taking shots from the bottle.
Let me make my point. This is really good
baby,
here.
Sorry.
Jeez.
We're focused.
Okay, go.
Are you?
Yeah. We're ready.
My point is, the foundation in which our friendship is built on is also a reflection of the foundation of your relationship. Every relationship that everybody should have should be the same way. I should be able to trust you the way I trust my next partner, the way I trust my next friend, because that's going to be my tribe in many different aspects of life. It doesn't always have to be a sexual relation. It always, you know, as long as the personal connection is something that you know you can rely on, and in whatever way you need it to rely on, that's where you know you can grow. So with that being said, I just want to say thank you guys so much for contributing your time to our very first episode and really helping us grow. I think you guys have given us a really great insight to your relationship, and it was super fun and much appreciated on everybody's behalf. So again, thank you. And I would love for you guys to stick around as we go ahead and move on to our next segment called What Would Cootie Queenz Do?
All right. So it's your girl T.Que the Que T. You feel me?
So aggravating.
That's my radio voice. All right. So this question is for everyone here, but we call it What Would Cootie Queenz Do? Because you are a Cootie Queen now. So I read, I'm in like some social media groups just because people have just been adding me to them. So I'm like, I'm gonna scroll through it, see what they talking about. So I just be coming across little things, and this one was interesting to me. So this girl posted, how do you feel about getting tested with a new partner? I've been in the talking phase with someone for a few months. She asked about sex. I said, sure, let's get tested Monday. And the conversation kind of went left. Am I wrong for asking her to get tested? That's the question. Secondly, before we get into it, she posted screenshots of the text messages, so I'm going to read those. She said, I'm ready to take this to stud, I guess. I'm ready to take this to the next level, Ma. I need to make love to you. Okay, so let's get tested Monday. Tested? For what? STDs? What the F we need to do that for? I'm straight. Because we do. These are my voices for them. I know I'm good, but before I put my mouth on you, I just want to make sure I'll stay that way. Girl said, oh, so you say I'm just a nasty nigga. That's not what I said. I see you're getting upset, so I'll end this conversation here. But just know I'm not having sex with you or nobody else until we get tested together. I don't give a fuck. I have children to think about. So, how do you feel about that?
First and foremost, anybody should be able to ask you for a test.
Right.
Period. Especially in the world that we live in right now.
Right.
And people just doing whatever they want to, and different people having different partners. No offense to anybody. You just never know.
No offense to everybody here,
no offense
but
to all the
saying?
polys. Okay, thanks.
Nah, because I've had my little situations where I've had multiple, and anybody should be able to ask you for a test, and you shouldn't respond that way if you really want to take it to the next level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my
I probably won't fuck with that girl.
Right. So easily the
Like,
conversation would have. I wouldn't even give her a response after she said that.
I would have been like, yo, you good.
So you are a nasty nigga.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Don't worry about
dead
it.
it there.
Yeah, most of the time when people become defensive like that, they are pretty much.
You got something to hide.
You either you got something to hide, or the second thing I think is maybe they got tested a long time ago, if ever they've gotten tested, and they feel like they're scared basically. So if they go now and they find out something, it's like, dang, I got this, and like the person knows, like, now we're really not about to be, you know what I mean? So I feel like they're fearful, and they also have something to hide. And then the second part, like you said, you should be able to, in this day and age, that's a level of maturity. Mm-hmm. You should be able to say it. And even if you do have something, you need to be telling your partners that anyway, so they can protect themselves and decide if they want to even move forward with you.
Exactly.
So,
because I've definitely messed with, this is the reason I don't mess with bi girls. I definitely had sex with a girl once, and it was cool, but then it was like, I think a year later, she reached out and was saying, like, she found out she contracted herpes, and she just and I was like,
no.
What?
So she's trying to call all her lovers.
Yeah. And I for sure ran, like, the next day. And I was cool because I guess I missed her window of when she could, because she didn't know what, how
flared
or whatever.
up or something.
Yeah, and they say, like, if you've had it for so long, you may not even
dormant,
know you had it
for sure. Yeah.
So I definitely went and got tested because I was like, holy, what I'm saying? Like, I want to make sure I don't have anything, and I appreciated her for that. But it was along that time that I decided never again would I mess with bisexual women, and I would ask for tests. Now, I know that she and I didn't do that, but what I did do, and you don't know this, I went through her records, actually her files in her house, and I saw that she was pregnant because she had some medical records.
And you call light-skinned girls crazy?
No, well, I mean, at the end of the day, I went to the gynecologist, and I've been Army, so we got to get tested every 6 months.
I did check the medical records. I did.
I'm not ashamed. I'm not mad she did that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you. So,
because you don't have anything to hide.
Right.
So rightfully
that girl
so.
being like, what the fuck you, nigga?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Something's
And just like she said, she got kids to think of. Like, you are not my fucking priority, girl. You a nut in the end of the day, okay?
Right.
I'm not worried about your ass.
And we clearly said we want to have sex, so
boom.
If this is what we're doing, we need to make sure that we're good to even do that. Like,
and if you don't want to do that, I don't need to be fucking with you on any level, energy, spiritual, whatever.
My first thing is, why would she sit there and say, I want to take it to the next level? People need to understand, like, be careful saying that.
Right.
Because if you really not willing to sacrifice, like, things in your life, like, don't say that. Just be like, yo, I'm trying to have sex.
And even if the next level is whatever it is,
again,
you're opening yourself
was medical,
right? So
all of it.
You're also
just
taking
STDs.
Yourself to that level to be like, if I want to go to the next level, that means We need to get tested. We need to find out some other stuff. You probably need to be my kid. Like, if we're going, you know what I mean? I clearly got kids. We got to transition into this. Niggas just be talking because they be trying to get the goods.
But I feel like a lot of studs, no shade, have toxic masculinity issues.
Angel doesn't consider herself a stud.
I know. She says
I know, but by
I'm Angel.
appearance, she looks like a stud.
Right,
That's
right.
actually going to be the topic of discussion for our next podcast, so make sure you guys stay tuned.
We shall
So wait a
listening.
minute. TQ, what do you classify as?
She doesn't classify as anything.
Nothing.
She is TQ.
Right.
As you are, Angel.
I'm T.Que the Que T. You feel me? That's it.
Oh my god.
But,
Classify myself as an aggressive femme. This is Mo speaking.
But if people put
This
me in
is-
a category...
this is Papi Chula, and I too am an aggressive femme.
But when people put me in the category, I've heard STEM, soft stud, androgynous. Some people can't figure it out.
Just
I think
definitely,
STEM
just
I would
definitely,
classify you as androgynous for sure.
just
God-
definitely
even guys
not
are
a
like,
femme.
Do you date guys? No.
No.
I don't. And that's including
Who?
you.
What is that?
It's definitely not me.
Angel, what the fuck?
What is that? Deem?
We're not
What
connected to
is
that.
this?
It's this thing, but we don't know.
Oh, it's my hard drive.
Bro,
I
don't
say
know,
we
it's
hear
just
it,
spinning.
but we don't know.
whole time
It's
making
just
all that
spinning.
noise.
I mean, Angel was the one with the phone going off earlier.
Oh wow.
okay, hold on.
Say it ain't so.
It's tough. Can't even lie. I just tell you. And then Brandy started.
It's a roll non-stop. Wow.
Are you done?
Huh?
Are you done?
Yeah, I mean that concludes the segment of
segment.
WWCD.
Thank you guys so much for joining us on our very first episode of Cootie Queenz. It's a new year. It's a leap year, so you have an extra day to get your shit together if the other 365 wasn't enough. So use your time wisely and make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys share, like, comment. If you enjoy this, let us know what it is that you want to hear, and we'll catch you guys in another couple of weeks.